Hello, Steve Alstrom here. Listen, you probably found me because you were searching for what does it take to be a carpenter. And I just want to give you some background about myself. I've been in the construction field for almost 27 years, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of stuff that it takes to be a carpenter. And it doesn't just happen overnight. It's something that you have to work at. And I've thoroughly enjoyed working with wood and being a contractor and being in the carpentry field and building houses for all of these different years. And I've had experience in many different trades, not just in residential stuff, but I've had commercial background too, and worked for other contractors, and I've been able to be a foreman with companies, and I've also been able to be the superintendent of a company. And so I'm here to tell you that what it takes to be a carpenter is a willingness and a mindset that you're going to do whatever job that it is that that's out there. And so to be able to do these different jobs, you're going to need some training. You're going to need to learn how things are built, and maybe you already have some of that background. And there's a lot of other different things that are entailed in the construction and being in the carpentry field. And it takes a certain amount of tools, a lot of personal tools. And if you're going to be doing business on your own, you're going to have a lot of tools for different things, different applications that it's going to take to construct buildings and decks and whatever it is that you're working on. You know, maybe it's a gas station, or maybe you're building a complex for rentals, or whatever it might be. So these are some of the things that you have to be thinking about: is what is it that it's going to take, what kind of tools, what kind of a mindset, what kind of training. Am I going to need a license? In most states it's required now that you be licensed to be a contractor. And how am I going to get that education? So it's going to cost money to do a lot of these different things. I'm going to run a little clip here from Building Adventures that will give you an idea of maybe some of the different things that are going on in the construction field. All right, let's go ahead and run that clip.
I'm a carpenter for C.G. Schmidt. It's an interesting field. I love my job. Every day I'm learning something.
Look around you. Just about every building in your community was built, or at least partially built, by skilled carpenters. They're the largest group of building trade workers in the U.S.
Here's how you'll spend your day as a carpenter. You'll work from blueprints and drawings and follow local building codes. You'll lay out jobs by measuring, marking, and arranging. Cut and fit wood in all sorts of material. Use adhesives, nails, screws, and staples to join materials. And tape measures, levels, plumb bobs, and framing squares to check the accuracy of your work.
Wow, that's a lot of tools.
You'll never get bored.
The type of work you will do will depend on the area of carpentry you choose. For instance, if you become a structural carpenter, you'll build the framework of a structure. And if you choose to be a finishing carpenter...
Wait, I get it. You'll add the finishing touches.
Exactly.
Carpentry can be physically demanding. Carpenters have to be careful working with power tools and around sharp tools and rough materials.
It's a hard job, but it's very rewarding. Coming into a project and going from, the start to the end is always a satisfying feeling inside you.
So hopefully that gave you a little bit of an idea of what is entailed in the construction field. And, carpentry can be a lot of fun, but it's not all fun and roses either, because it takes physical demand. It takes a lot of stress on your body, mentally and physically. And you have to be willing to go through the elements because construction is almost all outside, unless you happen to be a finish carpenter where you're always doing work inside. But that, it takes a special trade to do that. And, all of these years that I've been doing the construction has treated me very well. I've been able to supply for the needs of my family and to be able to go places in the world maybe a lot of people haven't went. But I'll tell you, I found something that's way better than construction. And I think just thinking about what you're searching for, that you're probably looking for an avenue to for a trade, something that will supply for your needs and to get you in a financial state where you can supply for your family and your needs, and take care of the things that you need to take care of in life. But me and my friends have gotten together. We've started a business. I think that you'll be very excited about it. It's an avenue that can build much quicker than the construction field, and it can get you there a lot quicker financially, and it will give you the freedom that you want so that you're not tied to the construction field. Because when you're on the construction field, you have to be there to do the project. And so I'm very excited to work with you. Take your time to check it out at stevealstrom.com, and you'll find a button somewhere on the page here that will take you, and it'll show you the 7-figure blueprint. And I'm very excited to work with you, and you'll be able to introduce you to my friends and what we're doing, exactly what it is that can take you in a much quicker and faster and much cheaper way to get to the place that you want to be in. All right, let's talk soon.